Okay, so let's start this again. All right, so I made the first video, it didn't record properly, so now I got to make this one. All right, so I'm gonna try to keep this one a little bit faster, a little bit quicker because the other one was a little bit longer, and I don't feel like doing that all over again. That's the problem with making videos because sometimes you're making videos and the sound is not on, or maybe sometimes it's just not recording properly, and we got to go and do it all over again. So I'm putting these things out there, and I expect you guys to like my videos because I do put some effort into it. But even if you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. Just don't do nothing. Don't just sit there and not do anything. But let me know if you like it or if you don't like it, and at least I know if I should continue doing these type of videos. If not, I will stop. All right. So again, it doesn't matter to me. I try to help people out. But if you don't like it, hit the don't like button. If you like it, hit the like button. Okay, so basically, I was watching OBLN this morning. Let's move this up a little bit. So OBLN, let's zoom in. So OBLN today, I was watching it pre-market, and as you guys can see, this thing is like the ABCD pattern. This is your A, B, C. Now the D is supposed to skyrocket. I knew this area right there was like a pivot where it might run into some issues. Um, let's just play the videos and I'll do the commentary and make it quicker with the video. All right, so let's go over here. I'm gonna hit the play button. Okay, so this is A, B, C, D. I'm expecting it to blast off. So I see a small pullback there. So I'm ready to jump in above this candle for it to soar right through because I know this is A, B, C, D. The D is supposed to really go back up to this level. So I jumped in right there, as you can see. Now I'm expecting it to push through past this point, but I know this point is a problem area. So if it's a problem area, I gotta be ready to get out if it's not going above here because it could technically slam back down all the way back down to these levels, right? So I'm in it and it's taking a while. So at that point, I'm not feeling too confident because I see a lot of volume kicking in. It's not going high. It's just not doing anything. So I hurried up and I got out. And as soon as I got out, you can see as soon as I got out, now it starts going above. So now I jump right back in because I didn't want to miss out. Um, let's see. I didn't want to miss out. So let's move this over here actually. I didn't want to miss out, and then it popped up, so I'm selling, and as you can see, as soon as I sold, it dropped pretty hard. So at that point, now I was looking at CLPS. Now I had already missed this move, so of course I'm not gonna chase it. So I already missed this move. I was looking at CLPS and OBLN, and it looked like I missed out on this move right there. So I could have jumped in. I was actually looking to jump in right there, because this to me is a pullback. I was looking to jump in right there. As soon as it pops up, I was gonna just take my profits there. This would have been a nice win. I would have been done for the day on this one trade. But because I was paying attention to the other one, I didn't end up. So I didn't end up trading this one. So I was looking for a pullback so I could jump back in above the $5 mark, and it just dropped below go time. So at that point, I was no longer interested in that one. Um, so now let's fast forward this a little bit. I tried to watch it to see if it's gonna go back above go time, but it was just weak. So at that point, I was no longer interested in that one. So I went back to OLBN. Now, let's pause this. As you can see, I just jumped back in. Why did I do that? Is because now I see this is a nice pullback. So typically when a stock drops this hard, it's going to bounce. As you can see, it's bouncing off of this line right here. So off this EMA. So I knew it was going to bounce, but I didn't want to just jump in right above it. I wanted to make sure it's above VWAP again, right? I wanted to make sure it's above VWAP or close to it or about to break up. So I jumped in there, right? And check this out. So I jumped in there, and as soon as I jumped in, I'm expecting a nice little move. It started coming down, so I sold, right? Right when I sold, now this is the third trade. This is trade one. This is trade two. Now this is trade three. So I sold. I took a small profit off that one. Let's fast forward a little bit. So at that point, I was just watching it, and now I'm watching it to see if it's gonna break above go time, because that's my actual strategy. Is when it breaks above go time, I'm jumping in. So I jumped in right there, and it started coming down real quick. So I sold. Right when I sold, you can see it's kind of like choppy, and because it was choppy, that's why I'm willing to sell fast. But I should have held on a little bit longer. Look what happens. Crazy. This thing ran without me. I should have just held on to it a couple more seconds, but it looked like it was going to take a dump, and I didn't want this to happen to me. Because look what happened there. I thought maybe it was going to repeat itself, so I hurried up and got out. But either way, this is 1 win, 2 win, 3 win, 4 wins. So 4 wins in a row, which is pretty good, but it could have been better. Um, so now I'm not going to chase it. It's way up there now. At some point, it's got to slam down. So I did not want to chase it. Let's fast forward a little bit. Yeah, chasing is bad, especially when it's double tapping. It double topped right there. So for me to chase it and it's having a hard time over the 720 area, that would have been a fatal mistake. I could have lost all of these little profits that I just made, right? So let's fast forward. And that's why we don't chase stocks. So if we miss the move, we just miss it. We go and we wait for the next opportunity. So at this point now, I'm waiting for it to go back above the $7 area, because this is a pullback. I'm waiting for it to jump over the $7 area to jump back in, and it just didn't do it. So I was looking, BBIG was popping up on the scanner. Let me pause this real quick. You guys, if you don't have trade ideas, make sure you get trade ideas. How am I finding these stocks? OBLN right there. Right? OBLN is right there. All the top gainers are basically right here. That's how I'm finding them. I'm finding them right here on my trade ideas. And then, as you can see, look at this morning. Okay, 932. Look, it's telling me OBLN. It's telling me OBLN is making new highs, and I was already watching it anyways from over here. But you can see, it's telling me all the stocks that are making moves. That's how I'm able to find them. Like right now, SYNC is making moves. So as you can see, it's not making a big move, but it's making a move. But that's how I'm finding them, is through trade ideas, as you can see. All right, so let's go back to the video. All right, so at that point, BBIG popped up on the scanner, and I missed it. I mean, this thing went from 492 all the way up to 543. There's no way I was going to chase this thing. There's no way I was going to chase it. But as I'm looking at level 2, I don't know if you guys are familiar with level 2, but this is level 2 down here. And it basically shows you when a stock is about to get halted, right? It shows you the level. You can't really see it here. Actually, let's see if I could show you guys really quick. Let's move this up. Let's see. Let's try to move this up. Okay, so you see that LU right there? That's the halt level going up. That's the halt level going down, right? So you can see once this starts going closer to up here, it's about to get halted. And because I saw that halt level coming, check this out. Let's go back here. Because I saw that halt level coming, I know most people buy at $half and whole dollars. Typically, they're buying at $5 or $5.50, $6, $6.50, $7. You know, they go. Most people buy at $50 at 50-cent increments. So at that point, it was close to the 550. So I was waiting for it to break 550 to jump in, and let's play this out. So as soon as it's approaching 550, I'm jumping in for the break above, and I see the halt level coming, and of course this thing gets halted, right? So now I gotta wait 5 minutes, because we know halts are about 5-minute waits. If it doesn't open up in 5 minutes, then it's gonna be another 5 minutes until it opens back up. It could go, you know, it's 5-minute increments, so it could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So it could keep going. sometimes they don't even open back up for days. So I don't like being caught in halt. But the first halt typically gives you a pretty decent move. So let's fast forward this one here. So I was going back, and of course I missed this pullback. I was actually waiting to jump back in on that at that $7 area. I missed it. I missed it. So I should have just stayed here on this stock. If I just stayed here all day, I would have been good. But things were popping up on the scanner, and I wanted to make my goal really quick and just be done with it. But I missed this entry right here. I would have been in good shape above 1,000 if I just, stayed on this stock, but I didn't. All right, so the other one's halted, so I'm waiting. I got 5 minute wait. So let's fast forward this. As I'm watching this, I'm not gonna chase it because I missed my entry. When you miss your entry, you just don't. Now I'm going back and I'm checking out BBIG. You just don't jump in if you miss your entry. Do not chase stocks because that's how you get dumped on, okay? So now I'm watching this thing go all the way up and I missed my entry. So I'm like, but it was a choppy stock anyway, so I didn't feel like I was missing anything out. So this thing, as you can see, it got halted at 9:37:11 right there. The time is right there. And so I'm waiting for 5 minutes from there. So at 37, so that means 12 at 9:42, 11 seconds. It should open back up. So let's fast forward this really quick to 42:11. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. That's 41. One more minute here. And almost there. 42. Okay, so it's about to open up. Now, as we know, typically the first halt is normally a big win, right? It pushes all the way through somewhere way up high, and you're taking profits. I don't like to be caught in halts. I mean, I had already missed this. I should not. This was very risky because I actually missed the entries right there. As you can see, this is my entry. But because I saw it's about to get halted and it's about to hit that 550 area, I figured, let me jump in and out fast. Okay, so now that's what I did. And as soon as it opens up, as you can see, it's about to open up. 1 second, boom, it opens up. I see it's like bouncing up and down instead of being way up there. So I sold, and of course, it takes a dump. And that was it. That was it for today. But as you can see, all my trades, let's look at the time on them. So at 9:30:09, I jumped in this one at 6:39, and then I sold at 6:42, and then I jumped. That's a win. So this is a win. Now I jumped in again on OLBN at 6:48. I jumped out at 6:58. This is another win. So I jumped in here again at 6:34, and then I sold at 6:40. This is another win. And then I jumped in at 6:65, and I jumped out at 6:70. This is another win. And then I jumped in on BBIG at 5:47, and then I sold at 5:57. This is another win. So as you can see, you can have 100% accuracy. This today, I mean, this is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. 5 trades, 5 wins. That's 100% accuracy. And why? Because I'm very quick to get in, and I'm very quick to get out. And I understand one basic strategy. I know other strategies, but I master one. So typically, if I'm trading a different strategy, it's because I kind of know what other people are thinking. And because I know how they're thinking, I'm able to capitalize. So this doesn't come like overnight. Like this is like, I've been doing this for a while now. So I kind of have a good sense of the market. A lot of people have been hitting me up lately and asking me, oh, what stock should I jump into? I see you're making all money. What stock should I jump into? I just want to make quick cash. Listen, that's not how it works, because you can see as quick as they go up, they can go down just as fast and they could slam down. So I can't tell people what to do. You actually have to learn this, and you actually have to take some time, put in some work, and um, eventually it'll become second nature to you. You know what I mean? Just like anything else. Like it's kind of like playing baseball. I remember when I used to um, try to throw the ball in the air and hit the ball, I would miss the ball like many times. But now I could just toss a ball in the air and boom, and knock it out, far. But it just over time it just becomes second nature. And even like sometimes you see I made a huge mistake here by not holding on a little bit longer. Just imagine if I held on like 5 seconds longer over here in this area. I would have I would have made a nice killing. But at the end of the day, not too bad, not too bad. 1360. It's not too bad. I hit my goal. And as you guys can see, once I hit my goal, I basically turn everything off. I'm done. All right. So yes, I could have made more money, but not every day is gonna be, um, super huge cash. But today wasn't, I hit my goal, so it is what it is. But yeah, this would have made my day if I had held on a little bit longer. And the thing is, I knew this was the area. I knew it had the potential, but sometimes stocks hesitate, and because of this, I decided to get out quick. And man, I missed out on this move. But it is what it is. I had 100% accuracy today. As you guys can see, once you learn the strategy and you follow the rules, you should be able to make um, decent profits. Okay. So that's it for today. I got to run some errands. So I'll chat with you guys another day. Don't forget to hit the like button. I am making these videos to help people out. But yeah, don't forget to hit the like button. Also, the links below to trade ideas. Um, if you don't have trade ideas, you might want to get trade ideas, because that's actually how I am finding these stocks. Let's close this out. Right. Actually, let's close this out. So this is trade ideas. This is how I'm finding these stocks. Like right now, it's telling me PPSI. So immediately I would type in PPSI. You can see PPSI just made a nice move over gold time. So as you guys can see, gold time is always there on any chart that I pull up. And typically, let's say if I had pulled this up when it popped up, I would have, because it popped up at 10:29, 10:29. What time is it? Oh, you know what? This thing is zoomed out. Let's close this out and let's zoom it. You see? So this is what's happening. It's making a bunch of new highs. As you can see above go time, and then over here again, it just keeps going. So basically, it's telling me all the stocks that are making big moves. That's how I'm finding these things. I mean, this layout is I have this layout. If you guys want this layout, if you sign up through my link and you can show me that you signed up through me, because Trade Ideas gives a little bit of a kickback. So that's why I kind of promote them. And I'm not really promoting them. It's something that I use. So, of course, I'm going to tell people what I use. So, I mean, if I was using something else, I would tell other people what I'm using. So, just like whatever I use, I tell people what I use. So, I guess I'm not really promoting them. I'm just telling you guys what I use. Um, but yeah, that's about it. I'm going to try to keep this one short. It's already long, but at least you guys got some value out of this one. But yeah, Trade Ideas is where it's at. The link is below if you guys want this layout. I'll definitely send it to you. I normally charge for it, but I'll send it to you if you sign up through my link, and you can show me that you signed up through my link and not someone else's link. Because lately I've been helping other people out, and they sign up through someone else, and then I still send it to them, and then I find out that they didn't use my link. But it's all good. I don't really care about it. I make money day trading anyway, so um, I don't really care about all the other petty little stuff. So again, if you guys have questions, feel free to comment below. Also, if you want to learn how to do what I'm doing, just hit me up. Email address is below. Feel free to reach out to me. All right, so I'll chat with you guys another day. Hit the like button.